What up? It's the feature presentation, DJ Sus One. We got two of my peoples in the building. Papoose and Remy, what's poppin'? Thank you.
What's going on?
What's poppin'? Thank you for coming through. Right? Remy came in here with attitude, so to see the smile on the face
I
is
really
funny.
didn't. I was tired.
See you get right into zone is funny.
I was just sitting here thinking, like, you always say presentation. I'm almost positive it's pronounced presentation.
Yeah, but
okay.
you know, pajamas. My shit is the presentation.
I'm like, if you be saying that for you, I'm like, does he know that it's presentation? Okay.
I did a whole freestyle. Now you made me say it like that too. Goddamn.
That's my shit. Yo, I haven't seen you a lot lately, so congrats. 8 months pregnant, right?
Yes.
How's it feel?
How does it feel to have a whole human being growing inside of you? Where do I start? Like,
talk about it.
It's different. It's different. I mean, I have a son, but he's 18.
Yeah.
So I haven't been pregnant in 18 years, and it's different now. I'm older. I'm smarter. I'm more established and stable. I have my husband, and he won't let me forget for 1 second that I'm pregnant. So it's cool though. Like it's been an enjoyable experience. Like I can't even front. Like just going through every step from the beginning to where we at now, and we got all the books and we got every pregnancy app and all that other.
Oh, y'all doing
stuff.
Everything like that?
Yeah.
Lamaze class and all that?
We haven't did that yet. We haven't
We
did
were
the
supposed
Lamaze
to.
class. We're supposed to start already, but we have jobs.
Facts.
We have jobs. And
You look really good pregnant because
thank you.
I've seen people who are pregnant that look like sumo wrestlers and shit.
Blow up. She's super focused, man.
Thank you, babe.
She's super
I was
focused.
expecting you to hate on me right there, but you didn't.
I was gonna save the
appreciate
hate
that.
for a little while from there, but
Oh, okay.
she's super focused, man, and you know she actually prepared for the pregnancy before she got pregnant.
How so?
She got her weight down to where she wanted it to be at.
Oh, okay.
So she refused to get pregnant.
Yeah, because wasn't you doing the 40-day reset? You was looking amazing.
I did the 40-day reset, and then I went pescatarian.
Really? What the hell is that again?
That's where you only eat no meat at all, just fish.
Oh shit!
Like if you do
God
any
bless
meat,
you.
it's like fish, shellfish, shrimp, crab, things like that. But
No chicken.
no chicken,
Wow.
no turkey, no beef, never
Wow.
no pork.
Wow, I gotta try that shit.
It works. It works. And what's so crazy, it's you feel healthier. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you have more energy, you don't feel as sluggish when you finish eating. And it's weird because since I've been pregnant, I've had to incorporate meat back into my diet because my iron was really low.
Oh, really?
So my doctor actually recommended, like, hey, first she put me on the iron pills and it still wasn't working. She's like, you're going to have to eat some meat. I was like, it's going to break my heart, but if you insist I eat a cheeseburger, cheeseburger it is.
Steak is her favorite
It
dish.
is.
So when she stopped eating meat, I was amazed. Like, how the hell?
Yeah,
Not to take the interview here real quick, but just because I'm a fat fuck. Yo, do you think that humans were never supposed to really eat meat? You know how
no, I don't.
You don't think that?
But I've always thought that. Like, I'm one of those real scientific, nerdy people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was always in the top class, always had my homework in, turned on time, passed all my tests. Like, that was me. But based on the way our teeth are constructed,
Yeah.
we don't have. If you look at carnivores, like lions, bears, tiger, they have teeth that are designed to tear flesh.
Yeah.
We have teeth like herbivores that are made for grinding, that are made for eating vegetables and things of that nature. So
You don't think we're ever supposed to eat meat?
no, I don't. God made us in a way so that every animal, which we are, is designed for their environment and whatever that they're meant to do. Hence why fish have gills and fins and things like that. We don't have fins because we weren't meant to live in the water. And I feel like the way just that one thing alone, if you look up the different teeth pattern of animals that are carnivores or herbivores, even down to the dinosaurs, you knew which ones were which based on their teeth structure.
Yeah.
The T-Rex didn't have the same type of teeth as a brontosaurus. You can't. Could you imagine trying to chew leaves and grass with the teeth that lions have?
Yeah.
It's gonna be and vice versa, trying to catch a deer and eat it raw with the teeth that we have.
Yeah,
So
that's interesting. I'm
You're
gonna look into
you're
it.
so smart.
thank you, babe.
So I'm gonna talk to y'all, but I know I've said it before, but y'all are you guys have been together what, like 10 years and 13 years and married for 10? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Nigga, I've told you this before. I can't
Nigga.
make a relationship work for like 6 months, bro. All right, let alone a marriage.
Really?
Yeah, don't give me the sympathy look, bro. Like, come on. I'm asking my friends for help.
Okay.
I don't understand what you guys are doing to make it work. I see Remy put you in check. Maybe it's because you don't fight back. I don't know what it is.
Fight back in public.
He has a fight back in public?
Yeah.
I don't fight back at all.
When
One of
we
my
at
rules,
home.
tell the truth. What's one of my rules?
Happy wife, happy life.
The other one.
What? I don't argue with my wife.
That's a rule, bro.
So you don't argue with your wife?
He breaks that rule sometimes.
Bro,
okay.
Every time
my ultimate
he does,
goal.
though, he regrets it.
My ultimate goal. I believe it. Yes. My
Yo,
goal.
this
is not
Remy
to.
right now, just so you know, well, I'm sure you know because you've been with her for a long time, but the Remy I met back in the day is a Remy that you are not gonna fucking argue with. I'm just keeping it real.
Oh, you know, I know.
I know
You
you're.
know.
I know you're not arguing,
Bro, I'm trying to give you the secret, man.
Tell me.
You know, I mean, I don't argue with my wife because if you bring a woman, see, that's probably the problem. Why do most of your relationships end? Be honest.
Because he's cheating.
So early.
No. Hold on. I gotta put Remy back in place. I know you're not gonna believe me. I promise you. I have no reason to lie to you. I have never cheated in my life.
Bro, you expect
when
us to
I'm
believe
single,
that?
I get it in, huh?
You expect us to believe that? You never
I'm telling you the
cheated?
truth. Why don't I have no reason to lie to you,
believe
bro.
him?
Well, it kind of conflicts because you said you can't stay in a relationship more than 6 months. So do you start not seeing other people as soon as you meet the person, or when does the 6 months start?
I think I go in too quickly, honestly. I think I scare girls away. Because when I feel a connection with a girl, I'm all in.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's scary.
I think that's my mistake.
Girls don't like that. Like, wait, whoa, he wants to marry
Yeah, but
me?
girls
He
be
wants-
like, I don't like that. Let me go back to the nigga that's cheating on me immediately.
No, you know what
That's
it is?
crazy.
Like, I don't
That's
think
too
it's.
crazy.
I don't think it's. Let's go back to the guy that's cheating on me. It's not normal, and it took me a while with my husband to even to see his qualities and the things that he valued, because the same way you guys have certain things that y'all are trained and bred to think about women, we have the same thing to think about men. Like all men cheat. Men can't be with just one woman, or men are only after one thing, and once they get it, they out of here. So a lot of times we come into these relationships with these preconceived notions, and then we meet somebody that, like my husband, and possibly like yourself, I'm not really sure if I believe you
God
yet.
damn.
That's
bro.
kind of
And,
crazy what he said. This nigga, he running
and-
game, but yeah.
And then you think about it, and you get nervous. You're like I used to tell him all the time, like stop fronting, please.
Yeah, it took me a while
Like-
to convince her.
Well, no, I need to hear this, bro, because nobody. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Being a DJ and you being a rapper, girls automatically stereotype you.
Yeah,
Being a man,
yeah.
they stereotype you, like she's saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how
And a
the hell
man
did
in the
he?
industry is even worse.
Nah, it took a long time.
So how did Pat switch that mind frame for you?
He didn't give up. He showed me more than kept telling me. He realized telling me wasn't working. Saying it, like, it would actually piss me off, like, because I had it in my mind that he was lying. So when he would say something like, "Yo, I love you. I just want to be with you. Like, if anything, I want to marry you." I just be like, "Shut up!" Like, it literally used to get me furious, because I just felt like, you don't gotta, like, I like you already. Like, you don't gotta lie to me. Like, we good. So he stopped saying it and showed it to me in his actions. And I don't mean by like giving me gifts or things like that, because anybody could go buy somebody a bag or some shoes. It was just like the different things that the things that he cared about, the things that he paid attention to, the conversations, his relationship with my mom and with my sisters and my brothers and just my family, and showed that he really wanted to be a part of my life in total, with my son, everything. And when you see that, that's hard to deny. You know what I'm saying? That's hard to ignore, as opposed to somebody just telling you. Because guys will tell you anything. Like some guys will tell you anything to get what they want.
I know dudes that have told me they straight up tell girls they love them.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's
Just do what
crazy.
they want. And I couldn't believe when I heard that.
That's
I'm
so
not gonna put
childish,
no names
man.
up, but that shit is crazy.
Yeah, that happens. He tried that out
I'm
too.
sure they regret it.
Yeah, I'm sure, but
I'm sure they regret it, bro. It's not good,
Do
man.
not tell a chick that you love her. Well, don't you got that in a song or something?
Yeah, I did. I had it on the Joe record.
Yo,
Can't tell a woman you love them. Are you stupid? Words don't express your love. You gotta prove it.
so how do y'all make the marriage work for 10 years, 13 years?
It has to be for the right reasons, man. Like people
Because
get,
let me say something. Because a lot of people say the spark gets lost after a few years, after you've had all the sex you could have in the history of life, after you've heard every joke this person has to say, after you've heard every story this person has to say, after you've seen every fucking movie, ate at every restaurant, then that's when you could see if you guys could live together. And you guys have been surpassed that. So please tell me the secrets.
I'm gonna tell you, you have to first off, you have to get into a relationship for the right reasons.
Okay.
People get into relationships for the wrong reasons. I feel some people get into a relationship over money. Some people get into a relationship for sex. You know what I'm saying? Stability. These are things that you can't do. You have to genuinely, love that person.
Yeah.
And within the process of that, it's all about sacrifice, man. If you choose a woman to be in your life, why would you bring a woman into your life and don't give her the proper respect? You have to treat her like your queen. Otherwise, why would you lie to her and say, hey, it's just me and you in this relationship, and then you sleeping around with multiple women? You're causing confusion not only in your life, in her life, and everybody around you.
Yeah.
Now, I respect if you're honest with a female and say, listen, I see other people. But the men that lie and cause confusion, I would never respect that. But just to answer your question, it's all about sacrifice, communication. Like, we learn, if we have a disagreement, we take turns speaking. So that means while she's speaking,
there's no screaming at the top of the
while she's talking, I have to be quiet, bro. I can't say nothing until she finished.
Even if I'm screaming at the top of my lungs.
That takes training.
Let me tell you something.
Hard.
Let me tell you something. When you get into a disagreement, sometimes you get more mad because you feel 100% in your mind that you're right. But you would never realize that you were wrong. If you just listen to her talk, you'll be like, oh, shit, I made you feel like that? Wow, maybe I shouldn't have did that. You would approach the situation totally different, bro. So communication, sacrifice, man. You put this woman in your life, bro. Treat her like a queen.
You're like the fucking super male role model of 2018, 2019.
First of all, he left out a lot of
It was by
parts.
default, bro.
Well, tell me the parts he left out. Let me hear this.
First of all, I'm mad popping.
Okay, I heard you.
I got mad jokes, so my jokes never run out.
Oh, okay.
I constantly go on strike, and I stop cooking and refuse to go out to dinner. So then when we
Don't
do
say
go
do
out,
that.
He appreciates
because you
you more.
influencing them wrong.
Wait,
You influencing them chicks the wrong
but
way, yo.
no, seriously, think about it. Sometimes what happens, and I learned this the hard way. We get into these relationships with men, and we want to give them everything. We want to cook breakfast and lunch and dinner for them, and we want to wash their clothes, and we want to do everything perfect. And then once we're in the relationship, we go back to our normal selves, and it cuts out. And that's what causes problems because they're used to it now.
Yeah.
They're like, when we first got together, you did this. Like, so you got to keep it light at all times. Like,
Don't
certain
believe her,
things-
bro.
We don't believe her.
Don't
This is
believe
some
her,
shit
man.
right now.
I'm
He
telling
did
you.
it.
Babe, I cook dinner every night.
Babe, you misleading them. Don't do
Babe,
that.
do I cook dinner
That's
every night?
wrong. What you doing is wrong.
You don't like
do that.
it. That's why you telling me that.
Nah,
You-
but
you
don't
be
make
like,
people
yo.
feel like to get a good man in their life, they have to, don't do
No,
that.
I'm not saying shit on them. You just can't.
Basically-
you can't just do everything. Like you, even like you were saying, like, oh yeah, I did every sexual. Like I feel like people meet each other and go within the first 3 months. They done did everything under the
Yeah,
sun.
exactly.
Like you have to explore each other, like and not just sexually, but mentally. Like it's times we talk for hours. Like he's real bad with not let me see. I don't want to say not shutting up, but it's so to the point that we have these times. We'll be up 2 a.m, knowing we got something to do. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 3 a.m. comes. 4 a.m, and we just talking about nothing. It has nothing. Like we're in the bed, we married, we live together, and we just be talking, like having such deep, in-depth
Communication.
conversations that it's something that we do. And I feel like a lot of times people, they don't do that with their mate. Certain conversations they save for their friends or for their mom or for like you have to share everything. When I mean share everything, I don't mean go everywhere together because that's another thing that can kind of cause friction. When y'all work together, y'all live together, y'all hang out with the same friends together, you don't really have a chance to miss the other person.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of the things that we went through, on top of the communication that we have and the love that we have for each other, a lot of the trials and tribulations and obstacles that was placed in our path kind of made us appreciate when we are together more.
I think it tested our love.
Absolutely, but
You know,
I feel like
I think the trials and
us,
tribulations, it definitely tested our love,
It
and,
made
and
us,
we survived the test of time.
it made us have to be able to communicate. Like there were times where we could only communicate on phone and we get 30 minutes on a phone call, or we could only talk to each other in a room.
But that's what it is,
with
though.
Offices and stuff like that. And
that's what it is, bro.
We value that time, so it's like we've already been trained. We made it through that. A lot of people would have quit because they just couldn't tolerate that part.
But that's what I was going to say. To add on to what you were saying, I think when things get rough in a relationship, stop, babe. I think when things get rough in a relationship, most people quit. They run. Oh, nah, this is too crazy. I'm out of here. I can't deal with this. And that's the
Can
error.
you say that again? Because I think that's very big in this era right now. People run. They don't deal with the.
I think when to add on to what my wife was saying, when she said, the things we went through made us stronger. I think when the relationship becomes challenging, most people run. They take the side door, the back door, and they give up. I think don't give up. That's the answer. Don't be so quick to give up, because within that struggle or that challenge, you might find the one that's for you.
Let me say something right on that. I agree with you almost 100%, right?
Almost.
100%. I think most things can be, you got to fight through it, right? I have a problem with one thing. Let's say you're together. Well, you guys have been together 13 years.
Yeah.
Let's say you guys get together you guys have a kid, another kid, 5 more years in.
Right.
Somebody, I'm not going to say this ever happens, but somebody slips up and cheats one time. Is it over? I personally can't fight through that. That's just me. I don't know. But I know that my pop said you're supposed to be in it for thick and thin, right? As long as it's not consistent. But I don't know. That's just that's a big one for me. And I've seen people stay in it and fight through the cheating thing. Do you think that?
Well, one, you've already made your mind up before you even in a relationship, so that's what you're fighting against already. You've already swore to yourself.
If anybody does that, I'm out.
This is like you made it a rule ahead of time.
You might be waiting on that.
Right.
You might be like, man,
it's one of my fears. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
As soon as she cheat, I'm out of here.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's one of my fucking fears, bro. Yo, I'm not scared of many things.
Is that bad? All right, I got you.
Yeah.
He said, yo.
That's crazy.
No,
yeah, you
it's
shouldn't
not
go
that it's crazy.
relationship
You have to
like
go into relationships with a clear mind and with a clear slate. I feel like a lot of times people, they go in with a mind state already. And you'll be surprised that things, forget even cheating. There's certain things that I vowed I'd never put up with. I said I would never date somebody that had children. I married somebody that has 3 children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So certain things, we have this list in our mind. She got to look like this, or he got to look like this. You got to be this tall. You got to have this degree. You can't have this kid. You got to have this kind of job. And all that's doing is possibly scratching somebody off the list that might have been perfect for you. Like
I gotta take this advice for myself.
We're so different. We're so alike in ways, but in a lot of ways, we're super different. Most of the time, we don't agree on anything, but we disagree in a healthy manner. Like all the foods he likes, his favorite foods, I hate them. All my favorite foods,
what,
like
you pig feet, nigga?
like no,
I eat no swine, nigga.
Nah,
I eat no swine.
He's like one of those people. Like
Never.
he will eat the same thing every single day. Like if I made oatmeal and a turkey bacon egg and cheese sandwich every morning for the rest of our lives for breakfast, gave him a turkey and cheese sandwich or beans and franks for lunch, and barbecue chicken,
She's spontaneous,
and
bro.
rice and some type of green vegetable for dinner every day for the rest of our lives, he would be perfectly fine with that.
Bro,
Me?
she's spontaneous.
I might wake up at 7 in the morning. I don't want pancakes. I want spaghetti and meatballs. Or I might want cereal for dinner. I don't feel like cooking. I just want to eat mad different cereals.
Spontaneous food. I know this come from fat, so that's a great thing.
Bro, Remy is the type, my wife is the type, she could be riding down the block and she can stop at a red light. Someone can hand her a brochure for Bermuda.
And she saves it and says,
she
"We
would
gotta
say,
go
no,
here on
she would say,
Friday?"
hey, let's go to the airport.
Oh, really?
And you'll be like, she'll be like, no, I'm serious. I want to go now.
That hasn't happened right
Bro.
this second. You've done that before?
Don't be closed-minded enough to say, are you fucking kidding me? We can't just go to the airport like that. Forget it. She have a whole attitude. She's very spontaneous. Like, she likes to do things off the...
But it works.
Same thing with food. That's why what made me think of that, because I might have a consistent diet. I might want to eat the same thing, but she wants to just switch it up. She might ride past Red Lobster, and that's dinner now. You know what I mean? You be like, damn.
That's dope, though, I think. That's lit.
But
It's exciting.
I think that's what, like, he complains about it, but that's one of the things also that keeps it different. Like, I cannot do the same thing every single day. I will literally lose my mind. Like, I can't. Like, we'll live somewhere, and I'll be like, I don't want to live here no more. I want a new house.
Let me ask you a
That's a
question.
different type of spontaneous.
For
We're
real?
moving now.
She wants to move. She switches the furniture around very often in the whole crib.
Really?
She rearranges
Yo,
everything.
she gave the embarrassed look.
I come home one day, bro. I don't even recognize the crib. Where it belongs? I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? I be like, but it was right here. It's where it belongs.
It was where it belonged.
You have to figure it out.
Oh,
You have to figure it
shit.
out. But I was gonna ask you, what's your goal in life?
Are we
Do you
talking
wanna
about
get
relationship-wise?
married? Do you want to?
No, not even if you want to get married.
I'm
I want to know as far as your profession. You're a DJ. As DJ Sus One.
Well, my profession is different. Like what I want to do professionally is different. Of course, DJing, I want to stay on radio and do the radio and be the biggest on radio and all that, and the clubs. Things I'm already doing, but bigger. But I also want to produce horror movies. I know you don't know that about me.
Okay,
You know what I'm
that's
saying? I
dope.
want to be in Hollywood. Yeah.
But hold on, I don't want to get off track. I'm just trying to I'm trying to give him my genuine advice as far as the relationship thing.
I want to produce horror movies.
Okay.
And I want to do more in real estate, and that's pretty much it. And I want to
Okay.
do and have my record label.
Right. So you have numerous endeavors that you want to
Accomplish.
numerous things you want to accomplish in life. Unless you bring some peace in your life, bro, I'm talking about your entire life. You can't be successful in your life with all of that confusion going on, bro. If you have 3 different, 4 different, 5 different, 6 different women that you juggle, I'm not saying you in particular.
Oh no,
I'm not
I
saying
want
you.
the one woman. Don't think I'm not. I never said I'm trying.
No, but
When
I
I'm
just
single,
want to
I
tell you the
have women.
blessing. I just want to tell you some of the good
Right.
side of settling down and being faithful and being a loyal dude.
Okay.
It's so much peace in your life. You don't have to look over your shoulder. You don't have to hide your cell phone. Like my wife know the codes of my phone. I don't have nothing to hide. You can focus more on your career and what you want to do as far as being successful in life. If you settle down, you have to organize your life. I tell this to a lot of dudes. Like dudes are trying to do. It's dudes who hustling in the street. You understand what I'm saying? They move and work. They doing all this. They end up in jail because they got in a fight with their girl and she called the police on them.
Crazy.
Because they was cheating with another female. You won't realize all the confusion and all of the bad things that come back to you. It's karma also. When you're lying to a woman and constantly making promises and you're not living up to it, bro, it will fuck your career and your endeavors and things you want to accomplish in life. So if you want to be successful and be stable in life, I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm not saying that's promise, but I'm just saying you can focus with a clear mind and think and take a breath of fresh air and never got to look over your shoulder and worry about lying to a female. You understand what I'm saying?
I agree with you. I would love for that to happen. Unfortunately, it hasn't.
Hopefully that'll help. You know what I mean?
Now, real quick, you guys, if I'm not mistaken, you know the gender of the baby and she doesn't?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
is that?
Babe,
Why
what
don't you
you
want
doing?
to?
I was trying to find the scripture. Remember we went somewhere and we were talking to the pastor and he was saying like there's an actual scripture in the Bible that states how a man's life and how he's not going to be blessed.
Bro, your
Things
life
are
would be
not
so
gonna
much better.
happen
Please send that to me, word.
Until I'm trying to find it to you. It says his man he's pretty much what it says is like his life is not going to be peaceful. He's not going to be blessed. He's not going to be prosperous until he finds his wife and pretty much uplifts her and respects her.
Uplift her. Exactly.
Wow.
Like, it's a scripture. I'm gonna find it before we leave. I'll find it for you. But a minister actually told us that recently.
Yeah, I need to see that.
It's the truth. But as far as the baby, yeah, I know the gender and she don't.
All right, so tell me.
Whoa.
Yeah, this nigga is crazy.
It's going crazy.
She threatened my life.
How
I can't
come
tell
you don't
nobody.
want to know the gender? You don't want to do a gender party and all these things that they do
No,
on social
and which is weird because I'm the party thrower. Like I look for reasons to throw parties, but I don't. For numerous reasons, and I think one of them more so that we've been through a lot. You know, we had a miscarriage.
Yeah.
We did IVF, and the in vitro process is very long. It's strenuous. Like we drove an hour and a half to Jersey so many times, so many days a week.
Yeah, it wasn't
Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's. You're getting injections in your stomach. You're getting injections in your buttocks. You taking all type of different
Oh my
pills,
God.
and it's thousands and thousands of dollars. And it was just like so many different stages that you have to get to confirm. Like, okay, first the blood work came back right. Okay, the DNA came back to where there's no ill diseases that either one of y'all have dormant that can affect you. And then there's the sperm count, and then we put it together with the egg and embryo. Now that's okay. Now we implanted it. Now it took. Now you have a positive pregnancy test, but now you're still in the first trimester. Anything could happen. Okay, once you get past the sex, it was just so many. I'm like, it's not that I didn't want to get attached, but I didn't want to start formulating all these things because I had been through too much, and I'm like, anything that I don't need to know that's gonna make it harder if something was to go wrong, like I don't want to know. I don't want to be sitting there like, thank God it didn't happen, but like, oh, my son or the daughter I could have had, like I just rather like not know. And then I just also think it's kind of cool. Like that's something we take advantage of technology nowadays. They have, you can know what sex it is. They have the 3D sonogram, the 4D, the 5D.
I think nowadays you can almost choose the sex you want.
Like,
you could alter
it's so much that you can do, and I'm just like, it's there already. I can't change it.
So you're gonna find out when you give birth.
That's when I'm gonna.
She don't even want the doctor to tell her when the baby comes out. The
other day
we was at the doctor's office. And she was like, so when the baby comes out, it's all right if we say, what it is? She's like, no.
Just give it to me and let me see.
I'll see myself.
See it for yourself.
I don't want it to be like because sometimes it comes out before it's like completely done. So they be like screaming, it's a boy, it's a girl, before it's even like chill. Let me breathe for a second.
Yeah. And
be able to take it in. Thank you. Give me my baby. Check it out. Okay, boom. It's whatever it is. But He just was so thirsty.
She tried to tell me I can't know. I'm like, I got rights as a father.
So wait, hold on, Pat.
He was not like,
I understand.
I got rights. He was like, well, why? I have rights.
Well, I understand why you wanted to know, but let me ask you a question. Why didn't you take the journey with Rem since she wanted to do it that way? Why didn't you say, you know what?
Nah, bro. We waited too long. I wanted to have a baby before she even went away, so I had to wait 7.5 years to finally have this baby, and now that it finally worked out, you gonna make me wait another 9 months? Come on, you killing me.
Jesus. So you said, fuck that.
Nah, I need to know, bro.
Stop. But I asked him recently. I know he does. I'm like, wait, tell us if you wish you would have just waited. Because now we're at 8 months. The baby could come at this point anywhere between the next 4 weeks and the next 7 weeks, because 40 weeks is the max. That's full term. Now you going into overdue territory. Mm-hmm. But 37 weeks, the baby's considered full term. I'm at 33 weeks right now. So, like I said, anywhere between the next 4 and 7 weeks, the baby could be born.
Nice.
But they have like this weird stuff going on now. You talking about we went to the doctor that day. The doctor was like, so do you know what day you would like to have the baby? I'm like,
what?
What do you mean?
So what, they can make your body make it give birth?
They induce it, or if I was to be like, oh, let's go with the December 12th. She'd be like, okay, crazy. And they would just
that's
like,
early though. I would think they would have to go after your due date.
No, they don't.
That's too crazy. You can't take.
But I'm just like, no. I just would let it happen.
Well, maybe you wanted the baby to have a specific birthday.
That's crazy.
There's people that do that
I wanted
shit.
to have the birthday.
What do you think it is?
Now, if we was like in May or something, or June, where I could be like, I got to make sure that my baby's a Gemini like me, then yeah, I would have probably took up on that.
What do you think it is? A lot of people be like, yo, I think it's this, I think it's that. What do you think it is?
I think it's a boy.
Okay.
So please let me be right so I can save this clip.
Nigga stupid.
You have a lot of people that are saying team boy.
I think it's going to be a boy.
You have a lot of people that are saying team boy.
She won't say what she think it is.
Because I don't know. I really
the man
don't know
neither, but he made
no, but what I'm saying, like, people be thinking like, oh, it's inside of you. What do you feel like it is? I'm like, I don't feel like it's anything. I don't feel either way. And I really didn't care, like, because we have 4 children together.
Yeah.
That we had when we met each other, 2 boys and 2 girls. So I feel like we have everything. Like I people like, oh, I know you probably want a girl because you've never had a girl, but I'm so close with my stepdaughter. Like, I really feel like I had a daughter.
They best friends. They best friends.
Why you be hate? You always say that. They're best friends. They're best friends. That is my bestie. What happened?
Jealous of it?
No, I'm not jealous.
He's a hater. No, he's. I'm glad someone finally asked me that. You want to know?
Are you jealous of this relationship that Remy has with your daughter?
I'm happy, bro. I don't know why she thinks
when I tell you, like, say if he's not speaking to her or she does something that he don't like, she'll call his phone and he'll ignore it. So then she calls me next. She's like, don't answer that. I be like, what? Excuse me.
Yo, he gave the laugh like why you put that laugh?
He'll be like really trying to put like, don't answer that.
Like,
I'll be like this. And then like she'll be like, you alone? I'll be like, hold on, give me a minute. And then we'll have our own private conversation. About 20 minutes later, he'd be like, babe, some hoe. I'm like, what do you want from downstairs? Come here real quick. Like, why? You know I'm on the phone. You probably talking about you.
Pat,
Leave
come
us
on, man. It's not
alone.
cool,
Nah,
bro.
they team up against me.
Yo, has your daughter ever called you and was like, Dad, can you put Rem on the phone?
Nigga stupid. Of course.
All right, hold on.
Of course.
So, Rem, what's your plans? Well, first of all, do you guys, I guess it's too early. You already said what you said. I was going to say, do you guys plan on having any other kids together after this?
We actually just was talking about it the other day. We had did an interview, and when we did the in vitro process, we ended up with 2 eggs.
Mm-hmm.
One was a girl, one was a boy. I told them we should have just put both of them back at the same time.
Yeah, she
and
wanted
got
to
it
go
over
for twins.
with.
It was too risky.
Oh, okay.
But I just am like,
Doctors say
let's
it's
just get it over with. Like we'll have our son and our daughter. I'll only have to be
I'm
pregnant
glad we
once.
did one.
That's it. Because it's not your uterus or your anything.
So you
that
mean
has-
twins? You were going to have twins.
But they would have not been identical.
They don't
but they'd just
recommend
been
it. The
born at
doctors
the
don't
same
recommend
time.
that you do 2.
Oh, okay.
They tell you that.
Of course, the
But you
doctors
can
don't
try
recommend
it.
it because they're gonna get paid twice if you do it separately. Like that's
Facts.
like
That is facts.
I don't
think about
it's
it.
that.
Why would I tell you put 2 back now when I could charge you 50 bands now,
tell the truth, it's
50
risky.
bands
Facts.
later,
Tell the
and
truth, babe.
2,500 in between just to keep it in the freezer?
Tell the truth, it's risky though.
I don't know. I just know what they told me.
That's just Remy. It's risky.
I'm just saying, like, if I'm charging you 50 bands, I'm like, nah, you shouldn't do both. Do one at a time.
one at a time, 3
Come
at a
back
time.
later.
We
Right.
have an amazing doctor. Don't do that, man. She might be
Nah,
watching this.
she is amazing. She's
Don't
dope.
do her like
but
that.
She's been trained. She went through a process as well. Like I feel like it comes from the higher ups. You know how you go to a store and they automatically put your receipt in the bag?
Yeah.
They're trained to do that. They know you're gonna lose the receipt if it's in the bag. No, give me my receipt in my hand. Let me put it in my pockets in
feel
case anything happens. Like they are trained to put the receipt in the bag so that you lose it and you can't come back with nothing. So anyway, that's just my analogy. I think that I would like to do the other egg because, like, if this is a boy, I know for a fact the other one's a girl, and vice versa. But your man over here has to behave, yo. He's like,
Behave.
yo, he has
Define behave.
this
Stipulations.
defined, like, yes, circumstances, stipulation, rules, regulations. I can think of a whole bunch of words to call it.
What-
He wants to spoil the baby.
You
like,
think I want to spoil you the baby? That's not what it is.
you blatantly say that.
First of all, the baby's spoiled already. It's the golden child.
No.
Man. Come on, man.
Listen,
What do you want to do, Pat?
He wants to hold the. We had a whole argument the
We
other
got
day
into an
because
argument
he
the
wants
other
to
day.
hold the baby
A disagreement.
while he sleeps and while the baby sleeps. I'm like, no, that's how kids get spoiled. If the baby falls asleep, put the baby in the crib. Because I did the nursery and I bought 2 chairs, one for him and one for me. My chair reclines because I know.
She purposely got me a chair that don't recline, bro.
Because I
So I gotta sit the fuck up like this. This is the type of person I'm dealing with. I want you to know everything is mapped out and laid out strategically for her.
because I know
Her
what
chair
he's gonna do.
reclines all the way back. It's all white, so if anybody's sitting there, she's gonna know that because it's dirty. My chair don't recline.
and it's great.
So I'm like, yo, why would you do this, yo?
Because, first of all, you cannot get a white chair. We know your chair's going to be dirty. So you got a gray chair.
Ain't this some bull?
And his chair doesn't recline because that will give him the incentive to lay back and fall asleep with the baby. No, I don't want you to be that comfortable. I got him.
Damn.
So the other day-
It rocks and it swivels and then he has the footrest, but it just doesn't lay
So
back.
look, the other
Lay
day,
back, nigga.
the other day I'm sitting in my chair. I'm like, yo, damn, babe, why would you not give me a chair that could recline? She like, why do you need that? I'm like, yo, so when the baby fall asleep on me, you know, I'm holding the baby, I can lay back. You're not going to be holding the baby. Yo, what the hell?
But-
I'm like, yo, how can you tell me I can't hold my baby?
and then that was the word that triggered me. I can't hold my baby. Like, bruh.
You know what she said?
Mine too.
You don't want to hear this, bro. But I said that. I said, yo, you can't tell me I can't hold my baby. I swear, bro. My word is my bond. My bond is my life. Before I lie, I will give my life before my word shall fail. I said, yo, you can't tell me I can't hold my baby. She said, she was heated. She said, it's not yours.
But I meant only.
Well, not yours only.
Because the way he was saying,
I
like,
was like,
because
I
the way he
looked
was
down.
saying, he was like, "Oh, you gotta tell me I can't hold my baby." I'm like, "Bruh, it's not yours." Like,
I was
it's
like,
just not like what are you talking about? Like, you do know where it's at right now, right? I just want to make sure because the way he's like, "My baby," I'm like, wait a minute.
But you know what it is? She
That was
doesn't.
funny, by the way.
She's not willing to share my love with another
That
human
is
being.
a lie.
That's why she's putting this like
That is
barricade
such
between
a
me and the
lie.
baby.
This goes back
She's
to you
afraid.
feeling a way that she has a relationship with your daughter.
Exactly. Exactly. But that's not it. I'm serious. That's not it. I'm so happy that
That's
I have
it,
a
bro.
husband and that I have a mate that is super happy, super excited about being a dad, being a father, 150% involved. Like I try to ditch him sometimes, like because I want to go to the doctor's office real quick and get in and get out. And he's like, he's like, where are you going? Like, I got a quick doctor. You weren't gonna wake me up? Like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, bro, they just want to weigh me and take my blood. Like, there's not nothing that you're gonna miss. Like, he doesn't want to miss anything.
I don't want to miss nothing.
And I love that, and I appreciate that. And I would never.
I told him when the baby comes, she can go. I
Like-
take full responsibility.
Yeah, that's where he's crazy. Like,
Now, all of a sudden, that's real. She's objecting to that.
No.
But before she was pregnant, if you rewind Love and Hip Hop, she didn't have no objections to that.
hey, I say a lot.
Now
of
that
things
it's
on
real,
Love and Hip-Hop
and she
because I don't
know-
want
she
to
know the
look
baby's
bad.
almost
I knew it was crazy when you said it.
She know the baby is almost here, and she like, wait a minute, you're not going to be.
That's not true. We have 4 spoiled kids. 4. We have 3
I saw something on
18-year-olds.
Wendy that you said that they were spoiled.
They are.
and you
They
want
are.
Them, you want them
They
to
are.
leave and be grown.
Yes, and I'm just like, babe, we know what happens. We know we have sons, we have daughters. They're 18, they're 21. We know, like, let's do it different. Like, let's not. I don't want to. He most of the time he agrees with me.
Nah,
Then
she
he
right about that, though.
Then he gets crazy and gets over zealous and excited and just be like, I don't care. I'm just holding the baby all day and that's it. You got to do it. I'm like, no, we can't. We have to stick to it.
I understand the baby, even though the baby isn't here yet. I just understand.
You want to tell him what happened last night,
Don't start lying.
babe?
That didn't
My
happen.
word, what was that line? My word is
Let me
my
hear the story.
bond, and
What
my
happened
bond
last
is
night?
my life, and I'd rather die before stay. So last night we're laying in the bed. No, I'm
Stop.
telling
She
you.
has something to say.
We're laying in the bed, right?
Stop.
So he's
She
rubbing
couldn't
my
wait to tell the
stomach.
story. And I
Yo,
told her,
go back.
I said, don't start promoting this around the town.
What?
yo.
Nah, but Pap, you
So,
gotta let your wife
the
talk. Happy
baby-
wife, happy life.
The baby's at the point where the baby can hear what's going on, and it can tell the difference between
Now
day
the
and
baby
night.
Between
can
Rap's
hear.
music and Pap's
You know
music,
that.
that was joy.
So the baby Ben could hear. Once I first saw him, he started like talking to my stomach or whatever, and there's always some type of reaction. So last night he's being mad annoying. I'm laying in the bed. He has his lips on my stomach.
First of all, the baby is mad aggressive.
He has his lips on my stomach,
Okay.
and he's like, "If your mother's annoying, kick me. Give me a kick." So nothing happens. We just sitting there. I was like, He goes, if your daddy's annoying, this shit's like, like, yo, he doesn't even finish getting a
dog.
sentence out. Yo, when I tell you, we were dying for like
Yo,
an hour in the
we
bed
looked at
last
each other
night. Like he was like, if your daddy's annoying, but he didn't even
Rem's
get the
like,
word
I'm an
annoying.
intelligent child. It's
I
a
was
smart
like,
baby.
try to tell you, but it's been happening since
I
he
said,
first
yo, don't be
started.
promoting that, man.
Since he first started doing it, when I first told him, like, you know, they said the baby can hear. Now he would go and he put his lips on my stomach, start talking, and the baby just start going crazy. And that's when he started. He asked the doctor, "This baby's really aggressive.
Baby
like,
reacts to
I've
everything,
never
bro.
seen it. Like literally, if you touch my stomach like this, you get in that back. Like,
Wow.
baby, do not play that. Don't touch me. Don't poke me. Nothing.
I want to ask y'all a question. Are y'all scared to raise a brand new baby? Well, obviously not, but in this social
Yes.
media era,
Yeah, man.
because it's
Yes.
a different world out here.
It's a
than when we
different
came up.
world,
We
bro.
talk about it all the time. Like we talk about it, and that's why I get so upset with him sometimes.
Nah, that's why
when he-
ultimately
when he
I agree. We got to
reverts.
do it different. Definitely got to do
When
it
he
different.
starts getting on that crazy, I don't care, I'm gonna spoil it. I'll be like, babe, we had this talk because I definitely want to like implement some of the things that have been put in place to make your child be a better person and to stay a child. I want our baby to be a baby, to be a kid as long as possible. All of those movies that say PG-13, if you're not 13, you're not watching it.
Yeah.
Rated R, rated M, all the parental guidance and parental controls that you can put on a television, on phones. I want all of that. Like, I want to 150% be involved in everything. I don't want the internet raising my kid. I don't want social media raising my
How
kid.
do you keep them away from that once they reach high school?
Well, once they get to high school, it's a little bit different. But I feel like by the time you get to that point, if you already have your kid trained to be a certain way, and it's also the kids that you allow your kids to be around.
Yeah.
So if I have my child and they're around parents who feel the same way and raise their kid in the similar manner that we do, then it's a little bit different. If you have kids if your kid is hanging around other kids that want to cut school and they're not interested in curricular activities or extracurricular activities or whatever, that's what your kid is going to want to do. If you have your kid around other children that they're into, they're into books, they're into reading, they're into whatever, more positive things, that's what they're going to want to do as well. And you have to be on top of it. I feel a lot of times people sit back and they so concerned and so involved with their own lives and what they're doing that they're not paying attention to their kids until it's too late or until something bad happens. And they're like, wait a minute, how did this happen? Like, we watched with all our kids. We watched them when they made pivotal turns for, not necessarily for the worse, but definitely not for the better. Like when you can tell when your daughters are starting to get into boys, or when your sons are more, intrigued with the streets and what's going on outside of the home, and you'll really never know your kid. If you're not really on it, your kid will put on one face when they home, and they leave, and they be a whole different person.
Yeah, you gotta be on it because you want to be lit around the high school kids and other kids.
Yeah, that's what they don't want to impress you.
Yeah,
like it's a different era that we live in. Like there was a time where you just wanted to make your parents proud, and you wanted to,
they want
them. They want to impress their friends. They want to impress their IG story. They want to impress their followers, and it's a scary time that we live in.
There's something you said on Wendy that I thought is absolutely true. These kids nowadays in the social media era feel entitled, like they don't want to work.
Oh, forget about it.
They feel like they want success immediately because a lot of people on social media is getting overnight success.
Yep.
And these kids are acting up now. Like some shit is acceptable in this era that was not acceptable when we was growing up.
They got the mentality. I hate when I see people say, "Man, these old niggas need to get out the way." We couldn't tell when we was coming up. We couldn't. First of all, we called them OGs.
Yeah, your man 6ix9ine says that.
Well, I don't know about that, but I'm just saying. They say, "Yo, these old niggas need to get out the way."
Yeah.
When we was coming up, we called them. First of all, we called them OGs.
Yeah.
That's one. And two,
it was a type of respect.
We had to earn our stripes. We couldn't say, "Yo, I'm saying I'm getting older now. You gotta move." No, you gotta move me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta work your way up and earn what you achieve. You can't just say just because I'm the young boy, I'm entitled to this. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with y'all about kids feeling entitled in this generation, period. For some reason, they feel just because I'm the young boy and these old niggas need to move. It don't work like that.
Yeah, I don't know where that comes from.
I don't know what that mentality
kids,
is.
It's like the whole fucking generation. How's that even possible? Everybody thinks that. Nobody's parents told
because they all, you know what it is? Unfortunately, and this is what I personally think. A lot of the kids that are, and when I say kids, I mean anybody that's probably under 25 right now. Mm-hmm. Anything over 25, you're not a kid. Like I'm just sorry. I really want to say under 23, but I'll give you the 25 because they're not as advanced as us. You see some of the 18-year-olds, like the things that they're doing now. I'm like, and they think they're grown. Like by the time I was 18, I was on like my second crib. My second car. Like these kids, they want to be grown, but they're childish in so many ways. But I think what happens with these kids, a lot of them are children of young adults. Like both of us, we had a 21-year-old and 3 18-year-olds, and we're not even 40. Like we had our kids when we were their age. Yeah, we had our kids when we were teenagers. So a lot of the times, what happened,
we kind of grew up with them.
We grew up with them.
Oh, I get it. Yeah,
and it's like the same as while they were being raised, we were still making mistakes. We were still running around. We were still trying to figure out life. And now that we are in our 30s, and now that we're kind of figuring out, and they're coming into their teens to where they think, okay, I'm 18, I'm 19, now I'm grown. It's like the same level of respect is not there because we listen to the same songs. We wear the same clothes. Like our closet is like Nordstrom's, Barney's, Bloomingdale, Saks for them. Like we wear the same clothes.
They take whatever
everything.
They want.
Like with my mom and with our parents, it was such a gap there. Like we didn't listen to the same music.
I wasn't wearing my pop's clothes.
We didn't dress the same.
It wasn't cool.
Like you know what I'm saying, like they were just in total different places. Like we're so close in age and in era, should I say, that they kind of be feeling like they're on the same level as us. And I think that caused some of the level of disrespect, because it's kind of like when we was younger. If I'm 18 and you 25 or you 29, like, bro, what are you talking about? Get out of my face. You're not telling me that. Like, you have to be at least 40, 45 for me to even take you serious, like, and look at you as an adult. Like, people look at us like we don't even look our age to begin with. So they look at us and it's just like, oh, what do you know? You be in the same place as I be. You doing the same thing I do. Like you just older than me. As a matter of fact, you too old. Get out of here.
Right.
That's crazy.
The fact that we raise teenagers, though, this kid is blessed because we got the experience now. So we learned from all those mistakes raising them other kids, and now, you know, we can do it better now. We got more to offer.
Yeah. I'm excited to see this, man.
Can I get this clip of him saying that?
Yes. Mark the time.
We've been through
clip to Remy
Yo,
immediately.
bro, you got kids?
No, not yet.
No.
It's not easy, bro. Like, especially when your daughter start dating. Good luck.
Did you slap a few young males? Papoose, did you slap a few young males because they dated your daughter?
Yo, she's stupid.
Pap, I'm asking you a question. Did you slap a few young males because they wanted to talk to your daughter?
No comment, man.
So we would not incriminate ourselves.
Oh my God.
It ain't easy, but I learned from all of that, and I'm a better man. I got more to offer now.
You know what it is? Because we know how we were acting at that age.
Boys is just
Exactly.
as hard though. Boys is just as hard,
Oh,
especially
for
in this
damn.
era with drugs and gangs and just all type of different things that's going on. Like it's even scarier. Police brutality, just all type of just craziness that you got to worry about with your sons. Like with you automatically think, okay, I have a daughter, I'm gonna have to worry about boys. I have to worry about her getting pregnant. But there's so much other things like with your son. I gotta worry about him going to jail. I gotta worry about him getting into some crazy beef. I gotta worry about him out here trying to hustle or whatever the hell he think is cool or is the right manly thing to do. So
It's an out of body experience.
And you can't do anything about
It's
it.
a person that you love just as much as you love yourself, but you can't control them, bro.
Yeah.
They do things that you don't approve of. They rebel.
They gotta learn on their own.
You just gotta deal with
all
it.
did.
It's very challenging.
Yeah, and we talk about it all the time.
Each level of parenting, when you're a parent of an infant, it's total different experience
when you're a parent
of a
kid
teenager.
a teenager.
When you're a parent of a
an
teenager,
adult.
total different
And they
experience.
go through that
when they become an
rebellious
adult.
stage where they be like, fuck you, fuck my parents.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we always
Oh, yeah.
went through that. I'm grown.
16,
16, 17.
16, 17, they're gonna be like, fuck you.
By 18, I just disown them. Just give them that. That's it. I
They
can't
flip.
take it. You gotta go because I'm gonna go into the hospital. You're gonna either like
They
send
flip,
me
bro.
into an early heart attack or something, or I'm be out here doing something crazy because somebody did something to you or you done got into something crazy. Like I think that's one of our biggest fears. Like somebody like actually like either doing something or they getting into something that we really can't control. Because so far it's been things that like you kind of it's crazy. But it's like all right, I know how to handle this, but you don't never want to find yourself as a parent in a situation where you like yo I can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do nothing. Like if say like your kid is locked up or something, like I can't do nothing. All the ass whippings, all of that's my son. You can't tell me what to do with my kid or that's my daughter. You can't like. You can't say nothing. Like that's it. Like now they're in a different situation. Or thank God, like we haven't had to deal with any pregnancies or anything crazy like that. Like we've been blessed in that situation. But you'll be surprised. Like there's always something around the corner because we'll look at some of my friends and be like, yo, thank God we're not going through that.
Yeah.
And then we'll get something else. We'll be like, oh gosh, this is.
I mean,
our
ultimately, it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? I love my kids. I mean, I will never stray away from that. But I just don't want parents out there, new parents, to think that it's going to be easy. Mm-hmm. It's very challenging, bro.
You're talking to me. I'm not a parent yet, but I plan to have kids.
Very
so.
challenging, bro. Very.
And
it might be the hardest challenge you have to face in your life.
Wow.
Real
But
talk.
when they're little, they're great. They're
Enjoy it.
because you can mold them. They're like little sponges, and they listen. They actually be scared when you say stuff.
And they love to be around you when
It
they
gets to a certain point.
certain age, they don't want nothing to do with you.
Nah, when you realize that your kids
Like, Dad, get out of here. I gotta go.
When they either don't want to be around you or when you realize they really not scared of you no more, you like, wait a minute. Did that just not work? I just threatened your life. You ain't care? Like you like I really can't kill you neither? Like, oh, you call my bluff?
When you young, you can't get rid of them, bro. They will love to be around you. When they get a certain age,
I'm looking forward to that, man. I
You
know
want
it's
it to
probably
do
tough
what
financially and tough in other ways, but
You know what?
you want to leave a legacy behind.
People say kids are expensive,
right?
but I think kids are more expensive when not saying like some people don't love their kids, but when you've come from and I think that's why we ended up probably spending so much money. When you come from nothing and you know how it is to like want things and your parents couldn't afford it or you couldn't get it, like you have your kids and you be like, I never want my kids to want.
We
for
bought them
nothing.
everything, bro.
Like,
We spoiled.
So you start doing all
So y'all
type
both
of.
spoiled them.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Him more than me though.
We
because
bought them so
I
much.
knew it was a point where you have to make the transition, and that's something that we had to learn though. You have to treat your kid that's 1 different from your kid that's 5, different from your kid that's 10, different from your kid that's 15. When you're 7, 8 years old, you don't really got to do much. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Christmas is gonna come and you're gonna get all the things you wanted, whatever. When you're 15, you're 16. Now there's a little bit more consequences. You have to know that if you do this, or if you don't act accordingly, because you're going into adulthood soon. I don't want you to feel like you could do whatever and you're still gonna be rewarded for it. So I tried to start like scaling back as they got older, so that they can see like just a glimpse of the real world. And Pat was more like, but we've been doing it their whole lives. Like, we can't just stop now. And I'm like, yeah, we can. Like, we have to.
It's what you work hard for. We all work hard to provide for our families. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So when you start getting money, the first thing you want to do is spend it on your kids. And that we did it wrong. We bought so much materialistic things, and that was a mistake, because now they feel so entitled, and they go out into the outside world with that mentality like they don't have to work for things. So you don't want to ever make that mistake again. You want to make them earn it.
No?
What a job. That's like, that's to them,
Bro,
that's
it's-
like a form of
they don't
child
like
I had
you
big,
abuse.
what?
hold on. I had big Christmases, and I was a little bit spoiled growing up. But when I got of age, I had to go to work. I had to work at CVS.
But
I had to
remember
work
that
it.
was a
entitlement
good
thing
kid.
that you brought up? Like, these kids, they feel like, well, if you got this and you make
That's
X amount
another
of
thing.
dollars, why do I gotta go work for it? Like, just
Yup.
give it to me.
Yeah, but then that's when my dad said, "Get your ass out the house."
I'm your dad.
And that's where the
Oh,
conflict
okay.
comes
I'm
in.
your dad. This guy, he said, like, but what we gonna do? Like, we can't have him looking crazy. Yes, we can.
She want to feed them to the wolves. I'm like, yeah, we
It's
can't
not
do
feed
that.
them to the wolves. It's just like, I feel like, okay, right now they're 18, they're 21. Our daughter's actually, she's gonna be 22 in like a week, 2 weeks. And I'm like, if we don't start teaching them now, like, we're gonna be old one day, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And when they're 30, or start having children of their own, what, we gonna take care of their kids too? Because
hate
they're not
to
even
say
gonna
it.
know how to
That's
take.
deep.
They don't even know how to take care of themselves.
That's
I hate
deep.
to say it, Pap. I agree with Rem. Sometimes you got to throw them in the water and say swim.
Bro, it's a cold world out there.
It is a cold world, but that's the only way.
But they're sus. Tell me if you agree or not. They're getting older. 18. They're all 18. Next year, we're already in October, about to be in November. Next year, they'll all be 19 and 22. If we don't start now, 5 years from now, the 22-year-old will be 27. 5 years goes by mad fast. I've been home for 4 years already.
Yeah.
I still feel like I just came home. 5 years from now, the 18-year-olds, they'll be 23. So if we continue on this path, when do we stop? When do we be like, listen, you need a job. You need to create a resume. You need to start preparing. And in between all of this, if they decide to have a kid or they decide to do anything like that, I'm not funding nobody's child.
Granny mom.
Yeah, and I call you Pappy. Grandpappy.
Well, Pat, let me ask you a question. Why are you against that? What are you scared of? I know it's a cold world, but
It's not that. It's a cold world. So
what are you scared that can happen?
I want to. Oh man, you never know what can happen. I want to do it
you guys are
gradually.
always a phone call away. It's not like you like,
No, she's like, no, phone call away.
Don't call me for nothing.
but you got to know what to answer, what not to answer. Like, you know what I'm saying?
My thing is this. I said I want to do it gradually. She want to just do it instantly.
But because I've been trying to do it gradually for years, and then he's been opposing.
When
me.
they're ready, they're gonna go.
But they're
People are in
never
comfort
gonna be
zones.
ready. Listen to me. I would never leave if I was them. I have a roof over my head. I drive a nice car. If I'm not driving it, I'm in their nice car. If they're not in our car, they call us all day, every day. Like, we be having $1,000 bills for Ubers.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they the Uber
We have
kings and
3
queens.
vehicles in the home. Why do I have $1,000 Uber bill? I have
Yeah,
car
that's
service.
crazy.
Mind you, in most of the places I don't even drive, neither does he. We take car service. Why is his and my Uber bill $1,000 a month?
That's crazy.
No,
They-
they high maintenance.
They
high
get
maintenance.
whatever clothes they want, and whatever clothes they don't get, they will kindly come into our closet and take it from us. Like, oh, nice new Gucci shirt. Oh, tags could be on it. They have no respect for anything at all. Oh, I didn't notice the $1,200 tag on those Balmain jeans before I took them. Like,
That's crazy. And
I would
God
never
forbid it,
leave.
you know, this will never happen, but God forbid it, if anything happened to y'all, what would they do?
hey, don't I say that all the time?
Yeah, you do.
And I asked them that. If God forbid we're on a plane and it falls out of the sky, what y'all gonna do?
This actually happened to somebody I used to be friends with. He rich dude.
Oh yeah.
And his father passed, you know, God bless his soul. He was so spoiled, he didn't really know how to make his own money. Like, he just got everything handed to him. You know what I'm saying?
And now he's twisted.
Yeah, now he went broke, and now he's learning. Now God threw him in the water and said swim.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, definitely. I tell him all the time, if something was to happen to us, and whatever we have, they're blowing through it immediately. Like it's not that
because they don't know the value of a dollar yet.
They're definitely gonna blow through it immediately. Our money's just gonna go up in flames. I say I give them a good 12 months before.
They're not as bad as Remy make them seem.
What?
They're not as bad.
Right, they're worse. I'm actually sugarcoating it. What? They're crazy, but I just feel like that's how I know this child is going to be different. That's why I let him, I give him a hard time, but I let him go with this
Take a village,
golden
bro.
child thing.
Take a village to raise a king or queen, man.
Well, listen, we can talk about this relationship stuff and baby stuff all day. Like, literally, I have 50 million more questions to ask, but let's talk about music.
Okay.
Real quick. Rem, is there going to be a solo Remy album?
There's going to be a solo Remy album.
Cool.
There's going to be a solo Remy album. It's currently on hold due to, I'm incubating something right now.
Incubating.
And I want to, I'm like a human incubator right now. I want to actually be able to go on the road, and I'll be off of parole soon, and I'll be able to travel.
Nice.
Everywhere, as opposed to like the past 4 years where I've just been like stuck in the States and places.
What's
that
soon?
Hopefully
in less
8
than a year.
months.
Nice.
Yeah. 8 months.
Yeah, man, she made it. You made it.
So I'm looking forward to that. And then in the meantime, in between time, I get to do cool things like get on my husband's record that he put out. Our baby's heartbeat on. That came out kind of cool.
Dope, by the way. I saw the performance.
Cool.
Y'all use my friend Angelica.
Yeah,
she's dope.
she's
She's dope.
Nah, she's dope.
She's
got a lot of
really
great
dope,
records.
bro.
Is there gonna be another Rem and Fat Joe album?
I don't know. I think when we work together, we make amazing music. And Joe, I love him. I love, our relationship. I love the relationship that he has with my husband. So I could see, one day how that could possibly happen again. But I think our last album that we did together, I think it was amazing.
It was fire. That's why I'm like, what's part 2?
Hell yeah, hip hop need that.
Probably one of
the
my
answer is yes.
Projects. But
yeah, but don't say yes and do it 10 years from now. We need it like soon.
No, I think
the game need that.
Everything has to fall in place. Like we anytime we've ever did anything, it wasn't forced. It just happened. And I think with me and Joe, that's what happened. If you ever see us together and you ever see us like how we work in the studio, it literally just happens. It comes together like it fits like a puzzle piece. And when it's time again, it happened. You guys
they got that chemistry. They got that chemistry.
Is there going to be a Rem and Papoose album?
Everybody else asked that.
Somebody's asked that? I would love to hear that.
A lot of people ask that, bro.
See, now here's the thing.
I love it.
A lot of people ask that.
What's the thing?
The thing is, when you're dealing with somebody that constantly puts themselves in their top 5.
Well, we have footage.
He's Dylan?
Of you.
He's
Dylan.
We have footage of you.
Dylan.
She's saying that, but we got footage of her doing it.
I was kidding. I was kidding.
We got footage on Wednesday.
You keep saying it. I saw that too when you say your top 5 changes all the time.
It does.
I feel like you always have pun.
Yeah.
I think
better.
I really feel like Hove is always your number 1 and number 2.
Yeah, those are my 2 constants.
Okay, so
those are my 2 constants.
Whose changes?
Hove is always in there. Pun is always in there, but I feel.
And
like,
by the way, hold on, Rem. Stop disrespecting Rem. You said that she's commercial and you're more hip hop. I saw that. Nigga, Rem is one of the best, bro.
Thank you.
Yo,
she commercial, nigga. Put the finger.
How's she commercial?
All the time.
I was like,
nigga,
damn, you made
she's
her
commercial.
seem like she was fucking Puff Daddy. Don't disrespect Puff.
You heard her top 5, bro. Come on.
He does it to me all the time, but
Jay-Z is the one. He's not the greatest.
Oh no, I ain't got nothing bad to say about it. I'm not talking about
what happens with us. It's so hard for us to record together because he's an artist and I'm an artist.
It's not hard. Tell him the real answer.
What? You are difficult. You are crazy. Like I'll be in there recording. I'll be like, all right, cool, that's good. He'll be like, oh, do it one more time. I'm like, nah, that's good. He's like, well, I already erased it. I know you can do it better. What?
Oh damn.
I'm a perfectionist,
like, yo,
bro. Believe it or
hold
not.
up.
Or you erased it?
Believe it or not.
Yo, it's gone. It's gone. Yo.
Nah, but Pap, you know as an artist, like if you like to take.
Yo. And then what he'll do, then he'll go and he'll record for one record 3 different long ass intricate verses and have me sitting there like, which one you think I should go with? Like, I'm like, what? Like, why did you just do that? Like, I just don't be like, it's so much with him, and then he's just mad bossy.
Bro, the people want
when
it.
it comes to music.
People want it.
How you be like, oh, Rem, you be bossing him around. When it comes to music, he turns into like some maniac.
Oh,
Like,
stop it.
what? Man, you know you do. Like, it's crazy.
Well, I'm a perfectionist, but stop it.
No, I'm telling you the truth.
Pat, what's your top five, by the way? Who's your top five?
My
Anybody
top five?
not born before.
Why hate on my top five?
before
See?
you can.
I want you to
cannot
witness
have
the hate
come out before
before I even got a
1990.
chance to answer it. Look, see, that's hate,
Like,
bro.
That's a
hate.
crazy rule.
So nobody in the 90s?
I never said that though. Why would
They
you say
start
that?
naming them. Go ahead,
See,
name
that's
them.
disrespectful to my top five.
I can tell you.
Why I
who's
gotta respect her
I can
top
tell you
five, but
who's
she
in
can't
top
respect my
five.
top
Yeah.
five?
I can tell you he's a Big Kane.
Why are you
Big Daddy
disrespecting me? I didn't get a
What?
chance to say anything.
Who's in your top five, babe? Go ahead.
Are you trying to say Kane ain't nice?
No, I'm not saying that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Anyway,
No, of course I'm not
because
saying
see, you gotta understand something about me. I judge artists by their ability. I don't care about how many followers you got, or I'm not into all the things that y'all into. You know, y'all commercial people. You know what I mean?
No, but hold on. Can I say something? This is just my opinion. I know everybody has a different opinion. My opinion is if you're going to be the greatest, you got to be able to have the bars. You got to be honest in your music. You also got to live in radio, live in the clubs, live in the streets, like all your music, like the best of everything. And I feel like Hove is like that. He lived in the clubs, he lived in the streets, he was lyrical, bars, and just everything.
All right, well.
I feel like your top five is about to be all bars.
This is what you got to know. This is what you got to understand. Hip-hop is something you live, rap is something you do. This is a culture.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's a way of life.
I agree.
And if you go back to the essence of where this started at, listen, it's all about your ability. I don't care about nothing that comes from it. Once they turned it into a business, other things started to matter to certain people. But
true.
people like myself who studied this culture from the beginning, none of that is going to ever matter to me. The materialism, the stardom, all of that, I don't judge an artist by that. I judge you by your ability. So if we were standing in a cipher, what you can deliver in that cipher is what I'm going to judge you by. I don't care about none of the other perks and the stuff you pay for. The payola. Hold on. The payola, the politics, the favors, the relationship. That don't impress me. Okay. That's the type of guy I am. If you're not nice on that microphone, I don't respect you, bro.
But the guys that she mentioned,
I don't
nice.
respect you.
So let me hear your top five.
My top five, I'm gonna give you it, and I'm mad that it's only five because I need 5,000, but I'm gonna give you five.
Let's do five, yeah.
Remy
rolled the eye.
Big Daddy Kane.
Okay.
Cool G Rap.
Okay.
Biggie. Nas, and myself.
Of course, everybody. Exclude yourself for a second.
I'm gonna be the honorable mention. I'm gonna give number 5 to I gotta say Rakim then.
Okay, I like his top five. I don't know if I agree.
My top 5 will body her top 5.
Well, no, your top 5 is great, but there are Jay-Z should be up there,
Biggie is in there, bro.
No, Biggie's my favorite of all time. Jay-Z should be in there, bro.
How can you tell me who should be?
He's gonna, so listen. He's coming. He's gonna come to his
Jay-Z is
cipher,
dope.
and he has Nas and Big and G Rap and Rakim.
All I need is G Rap first of all for your whole top 5.
First
That's
of
all I
all,
need is G.
Nice.
excuse me.
That's all I need is G.
I would put Pun right on G Rap
Yeah,
immediately.
Pun should be in there, bro.
Rest in peace to Pun,
so
man.
no, what I'm
I don't
saying,
got
like,
nothing to say about that.
we have now. Let's say we have a battling competition. He got to go get 5 rappers. I got to go get 5 rappers. He's coming and he went to his block and he came back and he brought G Rap.
It's over.
Kane.
Once I bought G, the battle was done.
Rakim, Nas, and Big. I pull up and Pun hop out my car and Hove hop out my car and Eminem hop out my car.
Yeah, Eminem is nice.
Some of them niggas need to get back in the V because they gonna get hurt.
Like I'm just saying. Like I feel like
Get back in the car, fellas. Roll the windows up, close the door, and go home. Because y'all niggas about to get sparked.
I feel like throughout the years, I'm not gonna exclude somebody because they wasn't born yet, or because we didn't know they existed yet.
You got beef. Go get yourself a Reaper because it's murder. Don't fuck with my boy G, man.
Anyway, before this even goes too far, because we don't even have these type of discussions in real life.
Some of them niggas need to get back in the V, bro.
We don't even talk rap
I'm gonna
top
keep it
5
real.
because it goes somewhere else. And
Really?
Listen,
Yes.
I respect success just like y'all do, but that doesn't
I'm not
make you.
talking
That
about
doesn't make you
success.
top 5. Success
I'm not
doesn't
talking
make.
about success. I'm
sorry.
talking about these are
Anybody
people,
could be
Hold
successful,
up,
bro.
we gotta have hip hop talk real quick. Pun wasn't bodying motherfuckers.
Pun is a monster. Are you
No, he
kidding
wasn't
me?
bodying motherfuckers on the
He's
mic.
still bodying motherfuckers on the mic from the graveyard.
But
Niggas
not-
ain't touching Pun. You can't front on Pun.
So what part of her top 5 do you feel
Why
like
you starting trouble, man?
I just want to know because she has an
No,
great
you know what it
argument.
is? No comment, because when I say certain things, people feelings get hurt. So I'm gonna just chill, man. You know what I mean?
and the reason, to conclude this topic, the reason why my top 5 changes is because throughout the years and throughout
How can
me
the top
growing
5
up-
change?
Because
I'm confused.
The same way
I'm very confused.
my favorite
It's a top 5, bro. It's Mount Rushmore.
You could have asked me
Doesn't
before,
change.
like, yo, what's your favorite sneaker? At one point, it might have been an Air Force One. Then Air Max 95s came out. Then, the 97s
First of all, they
came
remix
out.
the same sneakers
Like,
over and over again.
No,
no
but
new sneakers.
But I'm just saying, like, no, that's not true.
Can I-
Right now, these Versace's, I have them in every color. Like, these are my favorite sneakers right now. You
Can I
understand
really
what I'm
start beefing your household real quick?
You already did, bro.
Hold on. Let's start the beef. Is Remy in your top 10?
Remy, sure.
Yo, she looked down. Yo, you're getting stabbed tonight.
I know.
She
I'm
one of my
not.
favorite rappers. She know
Is
that.
Remy in your top 10, Papoose?
I'm not in his top 10.
Stop.
He does, babe, you know I'm not in your top 10. I don't even care that I'm not in your top 10. I
Bro,
don't qualify.
Remy-
I wasn't born in the
Remy-
right decade to be in the top 10.
Yo, Remy's
However-
She's a hater. Remy and
However-
Joe are 2 of my favorite rappers today.
He does say
Of today.
you
Remy and
Joe
Joe,
are like
real
my
talk.
favorite rappers. I think
I sat there and watched them do all the way up. I watched them do that album. I watched them do some amazing right in front of me. I seen them. I seen from behind the scenes what they do when they walk on that stage. I seen the teamwork, the chemistry. It's my favorite rappers.
and that's the only. Had I not been his wife, he'd be doing what. Let any female, whether she's a
nice.
rapper or
She's
a
nice.
singer, that's because he knows me and he's watching.
Man, you
my
was nice
pen
when I
go.
first heard you say
Yeah.
you took shoot elbows out the sneakers.
Yeah,
elbows.
but you also didn't believe that was me. The fact that
Not you. I
the
know you-
fact that-
everybody know
the
you can
fact
rap.
that
Come on.
he knows me and he's been around me, he's seen it happen. It's times where we're listening to certain shit. It doesn't even have to be a female rapper. She could be a singer. He'll be like, I think somebody else wrote that. She's a singer.
Oh,
like,
Nah, you know what it is? I'm analytical, bro. Certain stuff I can tell somebody. If a rapper has a ghostwriter, I can tell they didn't write that.
We're going to stay right there.
I
We're gonna
can
get right
tell,
back to
bro.
that. Rem, is Pap in your top 10?
yes.
Let me rephrase the question. Is Pap in your top 10 rappers? Your MC.
Now that's different.
Yeah, I gotta stop.
I believe, like, with my husband, I think that his lyricism and the way he's able to put
Just
words
stop.
together
Just
and
skip
do
the
things,
subject,
I think
please.
it's amazing. I
Skip
think
the
if he took
subject.
a little bit of
Listen,
construction
I don't
from
want my
me,
fans to attack you.
Stop. I don't care.
You
Fuck
know they
your
don't play.
fans. I'll
Just
beat
stop.
them right up. Your fans is soft. Your fans cannot fuck with my fans.
I'm telling you.
My fans is your fans go to libraries.
Listen, I love.
Yo, this
my
is
fans are
Don't
like
lie. Don't lie.
different.
This
Don't
is
lie. They
great.
don't.
Listen.
They don't. My fans
I
are from
think-
Brownsville, Bed-Stuy,
That is
Fort
not true,
Greene. There's
babe.
no
We
li-
walk the streets
no
together.
libraries there.
Like, we run into like people
No
that are
libraries
like,
there.
look, all right, we're not even gonna talk about that. But anyway, I think that the things that he considers makes me a commercial rapper. I think if he took a little bit of direction from me, like if he just listened to me sometimes,
Hey, stop.
that
Stop.
it would be even more amazing.
Bro, some of the stuff she like is horrible. So why would I listen to? Like, come on, stop.
You got, like what?
No comment.
No comment.
just in general, he
Hey,
refuses to take
you commercial.
musical
Tell
advice
truth.
from me.
Tell the truth. You commercial.
No, I'm really not. I just know how to make songs.
She's fans
and
of
do different
commercial
things.
rap. I'm telling you.
What is that? What is commercial rap? What is that?
Horrible rap. Horrible rap
She
exists.
like she listens to MC Hammer on the weekend?
This nigga
Like, what are you
stupid.
talking about?
Bro, horrible rap exists. Let's not sit here and act like horrible rappers don't exist.
Of course they exist. More so
And
in
some
this era.
and some people are fans of that. And my wife is one.
I don't get that. I'm not saying this because she said right here. I'm just saying I don't get that energy from her.
That's not true. If I like a song, he'd be like, I can't believe you like this. I'd be like, I don't like it because they're lyrical. I don't like it because I think they could battle rap me. I don't like it because I think they're better than me or you or any of the people in my top 5. I like it because it's a catchy jingle. It's just like
I like some
listen
catchy
to certain-
songs.
I listen to certain things for certain reasons. It's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I listen. actually, I don't even really listen to rap. If you ever in the car with me or in my crib, like I'm definitely more of an R&B person and alternative.
I
music.
love old school,
but
Babyface,
but
Al Green. I love all that.
This
Franklin.
this guy, if I even know the words to certain songs, he's like Pun is rolling over in his grave. How are you singing this?
Nah, I made Pun roll over his. I said Pun roll over his grave when she first told me her top 5.
Nigga, she said Jay-Z, Pun.
That's now. Back then, her list was different. We're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that under wraps.
The people that was in.
That's why I said that then.
In it as well.
I was like, nah, you wildin'. You can't be Remy Ma.
Right, we'll talk about that.
I ain't gonna expose you.
Speaking of Pun, just out of curiosity, do you still talk to his fam or at all? Not at all.
No, I don't.
Because you were so close to Pun.
Yeah, but you know what's so crazy? I met Pun very, very close to when he passed. You know, I didn't get a chance to have a long time period with him.
Yeah.
And you know, as definitely, I was probably like the least out of all the members in Terror Squad. But when I did meet him, like, you know, I was with him every day. Yeah, you know how like sometimes you're in a relationship and you can be in a relationship with somebody and you only see them on the weekends for a year.
Yeah.
And it seems a certain length, but you can meet somebody and you be with them every single day for 3 months. And it's a total, like, you know, different feeling. So it was kind of like that with him. Like, once we met each other, it was like I seen him every single day, all day, until he wasn't here anymore. But, no, unfortunately, no.
Oh, man.
But I also lost contact with a lot of people when I went away.
Yeah.
You know, like that prison thing, it separates.
Or, I don't know the situation. I didn't know if sometimes you maybe were close to Pun, but maybe not as close to his family.
It was a combination of everything, and I was young. Remember, like when I met Pun, I was still in high school.
Yeah.
So you know, it wasn't like if I would have met him now as an adult. Of course, I probably have a closer relationship with his kids or whatever. Like I was a kid myself.
His son's rapping now too.
Yes.
He sounds like Pun.
Mm-hmm.
What was I gonna say? Do you guys miss the mixtape era? Or do you guys feel like you like this era because it's easier to connect with your fans on Instagram and social media?
I don't like that. Like I can't take it. My Instagram, it's hard. That's a whole job. You got to be like a real weirdo.
It was a job in the
Like,
mixtape era. I used to see you in them studios
yeah,
grinding.
but that was fun to me. Like I'm just in here and I'm making good music and I'm putting it out. But I don't want to sit here and show you what I'm wearing every day and what I'm eating and where I'm going. Like that's weird to me. Like I be looking at some stuff, I be like, oh my god, how do people have beef?
And Rem
these
is one of the
days?
people that respond and put people in check too.
Yeah, she crazy. I
just
do that.
bucked on somebody today. They was like, you still a no. I was like, yeah, and you still on my whole body. Like, frontline creators do, go suck a dick. Like, I blamed her and then blocked her. Like, people be feeling like they could just talk to you any type of way because it's social media and because they have a keyboard. Nah, you're not doing that on my page.
Well, you know,
like,
if they saw you in real life, it wouldn't go down like that.
First of all, and if you saw me in real life, most of these people, I've seen some of these people in real life. Like, I see people and they'll be like, oh my God, Remy, this. And then they'll go on social media and be like, yeah, I seen her. And it's like, you
really?
don't do none of that.
Yeah,
oh my
like,
God.
that's why I don't even be jacking people. Like, he's more friendly than me. Like, me,
I guess
now,
you gotta change with
then,
the times, you know?
I be like, people like, oh, can I get a picture? I'm like, no, I'm not taking a picture. Like, oh, I'm a big fan. I don't believe you. Like, nah. Because if you really
I try to take every picture, you know?
Nah, I'm not doing that. Like, it's been times I take pictures with people and they be literally chasing me down on my body, and then you take a picture with them and then they'll post and write some craziness in the caption. Like, when I catch you, if I ever see you again in my life, I'm stomping you out. Like, don't play with me. Like, I don't play
interviewed
those
Cardi
games.
one time, and I asked her because she responds to people too, and I said, is there any way that you could just accept that these are trolls and just ignore it?
Nah, she from the Bronx like me. We don't play that.
What you said? What was that answer?
She's basically that.
Like,
something similar, not those exact words.
You're not
but
just gonna disrespect me because it's on social media. Nah, especially on.
Yeah, but they trying to get to the shade room.
because I feel like they're trying to get a reaction out of
They
you.
trying to get clapped back. I ain't falling for that. My mind is not.
But when I'm finished with you, you're gonna really think about it. Was it really worth it? Like, I'm gonna really touch your soul. Like, don't.
I wonder if
play
they be
with
like,
me.
Remy played me. Yes.
That's how they be.
I hope she really goes in next time.
I
That's
just
how
block
they be.
them. I just
That's
block
how
them.
they be. Like, nah, certain things be too disrespectful. Too disrespectful. When people get too crazy. And it's to the point where I feel like as celebrities, people feel like they could say whatever you want. Oh, if you respond, oh, you got too much time on your hands. You must not be booked or busy. You out here responding.
You
like,
got too much time on your hands to be
you
commenting.
on my page.
Yeah,
this is my
exactly.
page. You just see me. I had time to post it, right? Like, so I saw what you said.
Everything
and
has
like,
a downside. You know what I'm saying? That's the downside to the internet. But you have a good side of it too.
Well, the reason I brought it up is because now you don't need the record labels.
That's true.
So that's why I want to know how y'all
That's
felt
true.
about that. Like, you could just go directly to your fans now.
But
I personally miss the mixtape era. I miss going to shop for vinyl.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I miss that era, but
wow.
there is some cool things about this era. But that's why I wanted to ask around.
Nah, it is. It's a lot of fake shit, trolling,
I like
and all
both.
that.
I like my record label and the checks that I get over there. And I also like being, in control of my own project and able to just.
I mean, it's a lot of gimmick there. You got certain artists who, it's not even about their music. It's just about the stuff they do on the internet.
Yeah.
And they winning, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
the
but
music is horrible.
It kind of made it.
Nobody cares about the
why I don't
music.
like this era.
They do
Like,
so
as
much
long as you're
antics.
popular on social media.
Nah,
people
but you
talk
got to
about
be a
it.
type of some type of like. I swear, I love him to death. He's my brother. Khaled is crazy. I'd never be able to be like Khaled. I cannot be on my phone that much. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what I'm doing all day. I can't like. He has turned
He's mastered it.
Snapchatting and
Some
Instagram
people
Live into
good at it.
business, like, and that they do it with everything. Like, if I, you know how many people tell me like, yo, if you need to document this, you need to show people what you're doing. I'm just like, nah. And it's not just because I don't like it. It's just I came up in a different era where that wasn't cool. Like, I don't want people to know everywhere I go. I don't want people to know everything that I'm doing, and like I just don't feel comfortable.
That's a good question. You see Cardi's out here not showing her baby on social media. You feel like that's what the way you're gonna go?
That's how I feel.
She agree.
That's how I feel. But you know why? And I don't know why he doesn't agree with me. But if somebody says the one little stupid thing, like they can say what they want about him. Let somebody
you got
go
people
in
who say some
like people
bad
disrespectful. People are disrespectful, and people like everybody's not gonna like you. Everybody's not gonna love you. Everybody's not gonna have something good to say. Some people are gonna say the foulest thing they could possibly think of, and I don't want to subject my child to that. I could like certain things. I just feel like should be for you and for your loved one. Like people get on me because
I'm in between. I was gonna say I agree with Rem also, but I also see that aside Khaled is fucking probably richer than all of us. So I don't know.
But think about it. He's putting his son in a position where he's probably not even gonna have a normal kindergarten life. Like when he has to go to school in a couple of years, like the kids may not know, but there's gonna be adults that are gonna treat him differently. They're like I've had people tell some of my kids, "Oh, you was raised with a silver spoon in your mouth." Or you have adults that be jealous of kids or that treat them a certain way because they think they know how your life is or they think you have something
That's
easy.
true.
So,
That's true. That's true.
You know, I don't want to do that with my kid, and also I just feel like certain things is just for us. Like I have people right now. They accuse me of having a surrogate. They accuse me of not being pregnant. Oh, you're not really pregnant. She's faking. She's this, that. Because every single picture. I'm not like this in every picture. I'm not doing this in every picture. And I'm like, they're like, oh, you're ashamed. After everything you went to have a baby, you would think you'd be. And I'm just like, you don't know what I do in my private. Just because every picture I post for y'all is not giving y'all that.
Sometimes you gotta put people in the stupid box. Like, why would she have a surrogate? Why would they even think that?
Like, never mind that. Like, even if I did.
just trolling,
or you're hiding your pregnancy. You do know I never had to tell y'all nothing, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I never had to tell y'all anything. I never had to put it out there. And I feel like people, they want too much. And I feel like certain things, like I have pictures that I have in here that I think are beautiful. You can see my belly. You can see everything. And I send them to my husband. That's because that's who they're for. Or I look at them and we'll look at them together. I show my family or my friends. Everything's for me. Everything is not for social media. It's just not. And I don't live my life based on what people. I don't go to social media looking for confirmation. I be seeing people on their page crying. I'm going through something, guys, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
I agree.
Like, what?
I agree, yo.
Yo, it'd be crazy to me. Like,
nah, it'd be crazy,
like,
man. It'd be
people
crazy.
really be looking for social media.
Say, yo. They said if a nigga tell all of this shit on social media, imagine what he'd tell the police, man.
Oh,
It be just shit like that. I just be so confused. Like, bitches be pouring her. And then, guys, I'm just so...
I'm not going to
like,
say
I'm
no
like-
names, but there's some artists that we all know that were specifically crying. Do you understand the cry on social media? You got to hold the phone up and press record
Right.
and actually cry in the
Wait,
phone.
wait, I'm about to cry.
Exactly.
Go.
Yeah, exactly. So and people believe it. They be like, "Oh, please calm down.
said
Hold
people
your head." I'm
believe
just
it.
like,
Or
she
not
had to
even-
take.
Not even...
So what you trying to say, they lying?
Even if you start... Like, I don't even think it starts like that. Like, I really feel like people be crying. They just be like, I need to talk to somebody. Let me go on live. What?
Yeah, nah.
Yo,
I'm
but y'all
crying,
gotta
I'm like
understand
this.
though. I don't think y'all
I'm not
understand.
crying.
The
I'm
world
still
has
lying
changed.
about it. Like,
Bro,
I
the
just
world
yawning.
changed. Hold on, you stop crying for a minute to get your phone ready, right?
Do you understand it takes energy to do
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
who
that's true.
cries and it's
Crazy, but this is.
But the world is
we
different though,
live
bro.
in.
Y'all not looking at that.
Crying. Open the Instagram app, go to the top left corner, press live, start. Like, come on, man. You're not really that upset.
Wait, let me wait till some people come in the room. You gotta wait. It'd be like, we're alerting your followers that you're live. You gotta wait for that, right?
Crazy, and these
All
are the
right. It's a
things.
certain number.
These are the things. Like, you don't remember. I
That's
used
a
to get
good
really-
point, bro.
I used to get really mad when, like, I was like, babe, they're saying that I'm not really pregnant. He's like, yo, these people. So I'm like, nah, I want to just bomb all of them.
I don't pay no mind.
Like-
She be wanting to bomb people.
Because like,
I'll be like, yo, just block them.
like it's not even. I just like. I want them to understand. Like, do you know how stupid you sound? Like, do you realize you're hiding your baby? If I was hiding it, I would have just never told y'all anything, ever. I could have went, had a surrogate or whatever case, and just had them have my baby home. Like, I don't have to tell y'all anything. But when you live in a world where the average person puts every aspect of their lives on social media, they feel that's what you're doing.
I feel like social media, we're going to get into another topic real quick, but social media, I think, is just dumbing the public down, period.
Dumb. They was already dumb. I tell people all the time, 99% of people you meet are dumb. People are not smart. I can count on my hand like the people in my life that I met that are smart. Like most people that I meet are dumb as fuck. And like seriously, like really dumb. Like I mean, we leave the people now like, you know he dumb, right? He like,
You know he dumb, right?
you know how dumb that bitch was? Like we be dying. Like
Remy's
oh
an
my
open book,
gosh,
bro.
like,
She will
she's
blow
so
you up about anything.
horrible.
Nigga, trust me, I know. I know.
Fucking horrible. So I'm cool with that, but I feel like just be dumb. Don't try to act smart. Don't try to come over here with the smart people and give your opinion and that, because we will dumb your ass right out of the fucking room. Like that's my thing. Stay on social media. Be creative with your apps and your filters and stuff that you're good at. Don't come over here and try to have a real intelligent conversation with people with real brains that really work. Don't.
So, in closing, real quick, because you guys are doing a lot of TV also.
yeah.
Don't get mad at me. I didn't watch it yet, bro. I'm gonna binge watch it. But Meet the Mackies.
Watch it with your lady.
First of all,
man.
when I FaceTime
done.
y'all, I feel like I'm watching Meet the Mackies. Is the show different than what we see on FaceTime?
No, it's the same thing.
Remy is right. She cursed you out.
Yes.
Happy wife, happy life.
That's right. I go along with it. That's the queen. You gotta protect the queen.
Nah, but I'm gonna watch it. So talk about Meet the Mackies real quick. Plus, are you guys gonna do more Love and
I
Hip
can't
Hop?
believe you just said that.
What's that?
What?
Babe, I do not do that. Like I don't like when people say that. Like when people be like, oh, they're like, you're the best husband and you treat her so nice. Like I'm kind of nice to this guy.
Kinda.
Like I'm really nice.
She's
to
like, you didn't die, right? You ever saw that meme?
Like I just be sitting here like I don't get no credit. Like I gotta be some type of a little bit
Yo,
of.
did you invite
amazing.
someone to the baby shower?
Nah. Oh, I got a bone to pick with y'all because I
You gotta
didn't
come,
get invited
bro.
to- I think was it your birthday or
Yeah, it
hers?
was a bachelor. It was a surprise. I
What the
didn't know.
bachelor party? Well, first of all,
I gotta get invited to some shit. Yeah.
Baby shower. You
Let
gotta
me
come to
tell
baby
you,
shower, bro.
The thing is this. I've been asking him because I'm supposed to have all females. I said, all right, since you're intruding, even though I gave you your own, give me your list.
So it's Pap's fault.
Where's the
No,
list?
now. Last time I was surprised. I didn't know nothing about it.
Babe, but how long have I been asking for the list now?
All right, say no more.
No, answer the question. Not an I, say no more. How long have I been asking for the list? It's 3 weeks away. I have yet to get a list. Like, and it's annoying. Like, he has one of those phones, like, even when I give him surprise party, I have to go through his phone and go through all his, like, contacts. He has, like, the same number for 10 years. So he's, like, 2,000 contacts. Like, who are these people? Then he'll have, like, say somebody's named Johnny. It'd be like John, Johnny 1, Johnny new number, Johnny's old number that still might work. Like, I'd be like, this is I can't maneuver that. Me, I'm easy. My guest list been out because I don't like anybody. So it's easy for me. Like most of the people that I invite, I've spoken to them in the past couple of days. I could just go through my last comments, my last texts, and my last recent phone calls, and those are the people I'm inviting. Like
next year, more Meet the Mackies. Yes.
Okay, cool. Pat,
Okay,
invite me,
good.
thanks.
I don't have your number.
It's on you now.
I don't have your number. If you send it, I can actually send the invite now.
I'll give you my number. I'll give you my number.
But
relying on Pat doesn't seem like it's gonna
so
happen.
let me tell you ahead of time, just so you know and you can prepare. It's a sock hop soda shop theme, like the movie Grease.
Oh, okay.
So all the guys have to come like greasers, like
well, like the leather jacket with the shit up.
Leather jacket, white tee, blue jeans, shades. You don't really have any, but you know,
I do that every Saturday.
Back,
no, I got it.
Niggas do that every Saturday.
But like, I made it easy for the guys. Everybody has a black leather. Everybody has a white tee.
Do we gotta do the hair gel?
Jeans.
I don't got hair. I'm good.
You don't have any hair, so you're good. I mean, if you want to go get a wig or something, like you want to go get a lace front, knock yourself out. But and all the girls, I have all the girls coming in poodle skirts, like you know the big skirts with the poodle on it. I told them if they think
that's dope.
I'm having a girl, they want me to have a girl wear pink. If they think it's teen boy, they wear blue one. If they like me and they don't know, they could wear red or black. But I think it's gonna be really cool, and I have like a whole. He doesn't know anything. I don't tell him anything. This is when I go into my party plan tomorrow, and he just comes and he just goes, wow,
this is amazing.
all night, all night, wow.
And takes credit for it. Yo, we did a good job on this.
That's how she maintains her control. She keep me in the dark.
Babe, you know you're not good at stuff like that. You're not. Stop it.
How do you like? I just want to talk about TV real quick because we could talk forever, yo. How do you like doing State of the Culture? You like
I love it. I love it. That is, it's a step closer to my dream job.
What's your dream job?
I want to have my own talk show.
What?
Like I've always.
How come I've never heard this?
Haven't I been telling you that since we first met?
Yeah, I think she'd be great at
like,
it.
who's your hero when it comes to
like when it comes to like talk shows
and stuff?
Like there's so many. Like I grew up on talk shows. Like I grew up in the Ricky Lake, Jimmy Jones.
Wendy Williams is her hero now.
Wendy Williams. You know I love.
I like
Wendy. Ellen.
So what she did to Puffy?
Rachel Ray. Like
yeah,
all of these different things. Queen Latifah, who I thought was amazing. Like when she first got her show, her television show, I was like, yo, maybe I could really do this. But that's just something that I always.
I can see it too because you speak real talk. I think people want to hear you speak.
Yep.
I think
it's not that scripted.
But it's also it's certain things that I would want to do. Like State of Culture is cool because we're talking about things that's going on in our community and in our culture, whatever. But like on my talk show, like it would be different. I get to do all the cool stuff like that I do at home, like. You know, when I'm building stuff and when I'm creating things and when I'm cooking, like all the things that people don't really know about me, people, meaning people out there, like my friends and my family, they all know I'm like Remy Martha. Like if there's a hole in the wall and they need it fixed or, you know, there's a shortage in the electrical wire or something crazy. Like I just know how to do so much things. Like
I feel like for you, that's like a phone call away. Who wouldn't? I think that would be a great show. You got a name in mind too?
I do too.
The Remy Ma Show.
No, I don't want to be Remy Ma. But I have a couple of different ideas. Remy's always right. Sounds good. But, or
Pat's
maybe
gonna
my
be in
real
the
name.
background like,
Yo, I'm gonna be like Stedman. I mean Oprah.
Reminisce,
That was his name, right?
or things like
Stedman?
that. Or just Remy. I don't
Yo,
know.
Remy
I don't
always
really,
right. That is the name of the damn show. Ain't
But
that the truth?
I think that
have you ever said that publicly? I've never heard this before. That's dope.
What
No,
I think
she hasn't.
What I think what happens.
It can happen, right? You feel like it's
Like,
easy.
I feel like why hasn't that happened?
That's why I get mad
What
at
I
her.
think what happens is
That's why I
people.
get pissed.
Daytime TV is more so not really a black female, you know, field. It caters to certain people. And the late night TV, forget about it. That's also like, you know, it's not a black female. So you can name the what?
Do it on Facebook like Jada.
No, I don't
Does it
want
have to be on TV?
She has a show on Facebook?
Yeah, the
round table, or the
red table.
something
It's
like
like
that.
super popular. She just
Word.
yeah, super popular. Like she just had her husband on there and spilled all types of juice that everybody's been wondering. It's very popular. People,
Yeah.
the phone is the TV.
Is
now.
that when he was like he slapped up the newspaper?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You rather just be on regular TV?
That was a little crazy.
You know what? Because there's so much things that I don't want to just talk. I don't want to just talk. Like I want to do things like that women, a lot of women do, or that don't do, and that people just don't associate. Like I want to show them how to patch a wall. I want to show them how to set their table for like how to put up Halloween decorations that's cool and different things that I do at home. Like that's what I want to do. And I want to be able to interact with a live audience. Like that's why when I host on the Real and I do things like that, like those are some of my like favorite times. Like I always love music, and that'll always be my heart.
Was that a dream of yours over music?
Yeah, I never thought I would be a rapper. I
Really?
never thought I would be a rapper. But I always knew that I'd be doing something that had to do with words and speaking or talking of that nature. I always knew because I've always been able to speak, and I've always had an opinion about things and the way I manipulate and move words around. Like I used to think either I was going to be a talk show host, or I used to think maybe I was going to be some type of reverend or a politician, something where I'm talking and people are listening to me.
Wow. That's interesting because the way you've rapped since I've known you, you're one of the nicest. So for you to not think that you were going to be a rapper, that's fucking crazy.
I never tried to be a rapper.
You rap like you knew you were going to be a rapper.
I mean, I knew I was good at it, but I was never the person that was like trying to go do talent shows and standing outside like, yo, sign me, listen to me rap. Like I always had other people like, yo, she could rap. And then I would like rap, like people would tell other people, and then I kind of be put on the spot. But I feel like even at this point in my life, I feel like I want to do something else. Like I know, like I don't give a fuck what you saw, what you got, what adjustments you got. Like I know when it comes to this rap shit, when it comes to that pen, like I'm a force to be reckoned with, and I already did that. I want to do something else. There's so many other things that I want to do. Like I don't want to be in my 30s or my 40s and still like trying to be the nicest rapper. Like I'm past that stage. Like some people, that's what they still want to do. They just want to be the nicest rapper. Like nah, like I want to be more than that. And I want my children to be more than that. I want my child that I'm having to be more than that. I don't want them to just like think, oh, I'm gonna be an entertainer, I'm gonna be this, or I'm gonna have somebody write me a rhyme and I'm gonna be nah. I want my kid to see like how they could use their brain and how they could really, be in position to get some real money. Cause the rappers, I think, especially in this industry, they make the least out of everybody.
Yeah, they do.
So like I wanna go on a different path.
I want to see that happen. I think that, like I said, I think that's a phone call away for you. Shit.
Thank you.
So
I think that's what rap it was for you though, springboard. Now the door's there for you to do other things.
any more love and hip hop, or it's over?
We doing this season.
Okay.
We're doing this season.
Yeah,
we did meet the Mackies, and we may or may not do a baby special. I'm not sure. I feel like that's one of the things that I'm happy we shared with people, just our whole journey with wanting a baby, getting pregnant, not being pregnant anymore, doing IVF, actually being pregnant, having, the joy and the happiness that we have now. So I kind of feel like people will be mad at us if they don't get to see the end result. But our ultimate goal was to have our own show, which was Meet the Mackies, which is, a positive.
Yeah, that was a big accomplishment.
A positive outlet where you see two people that genuinely love each other, that have a blended family that is not negative, because a lot of times we get trained to be used to seeing our people in a certain way.
Yeah.
So when people get to see us like the way we are.
Before we came on reality TV, they was just throwing drinks on each other. Let's keep it real, right?
Yeah.
Everybody was messing around. It was crazy.
For ratings, make everybody look like clowns.
But now people see that you can also get those same ratings just by loving each other, just by showing
So
how you.
it changed a little
kids
bit.
and
I think
things
the
like that.
culture shifted now. People not ashamed to hold their girl hand in public.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you've seen a lot of that in our culture before. I don't want to take too much credit,
No,
but,
we're taking it. I'll take it.
but before me and my wife really hit the scene, people was ashamed to say I love my girl.
There's a lot.
Or
of it
I
now.
have a girl.
There's Remy and Pat, Hove and B, Alicia and Swiss.
Right.
Who else?
You didn't
Cardi
really see.
and
You didn't
Offset.
really
Cardi
see
and Offset, yeah.
much. a lot of things was more Jay-Z and Beyonce, we always knew they existed, you know what I mean? And those are icons. You can never take that away from them. But I think we gave more of an insight, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all. So I think us being on, you know, Love and Hip Hop and all that.
Well, listen, I could talk to y'all forever, but I'm going to end it here. Oh, in closing, are all rap beefs over? I have to ask that.
It's never over. Nah.
It's never.
Nah.
I mean, you're having a baby,
Nah.
you know, it's entering a different
Bro.
phase of your life.
Bro, it's just so much positivity going on right
That's
now.
what
We
I'm
got
saying,
the
so
golden
much positive
child.
energy.
Yeah, just positive energy. That's what we focused on, man. It's the golden child and, you know, black love, man. That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
We blessed, man. We blessed. We so blessed, man. I'm just happy. She's happy.
I want to see one more Remy beef battle going
Stop.
between you and her.
I would lose, bro.
You and her.
She's vicious.
So you admit that you would lose?
Yeah, she's too ill for me, bro. I don't stand a chance.
You know what?
I would never battle her. I would never, ever. I'm running.
Because I'm foul. I'm too much of my twin sister, everything. Hi,
You're
mama.
going too far now.
Hi.
Nah,
That
she
would
too
be
much.
disrespectful.
Nah, I wouldn't battle her. Anybody battle her is suicide.
Now you know what it is. I think that people expect a certain I don't know level of disrespect and talent from artists like myself and like my husband. And when they move on in life, like we really in a different place in our life. Like we are genuinely happy. Like
It goes back to what I was telling you earlier.
like,
Yeah.
When you find that happiness in your life, that stability, that comfortability, bro, nothing can take your
Like, I be
happiness.
seeing people in his comments like, "Yo, where's the dude from Brooklyn and this and that?" I'm like, "Yo."
They be mad at me. It's a small portion. The gangsters respect it. They be like, "Yo, Pat, man, I respect the transformation. You grew up, bro." You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, speaking about battle rap, I don't know why I didn't ask this earlier, and not to bring other people in it, but who do you agree with? Because you're a battle rapper. I know you've battle rapped. Who do you agree with in the situation with like Pusha and Drake? Because Drake said he could have put out a record, but he didn't want to take it that far, and certain shit is off limits. And I see people saying there ain't no shit off limits in fucking battle rap. So who do you agree with in that one?
You want to answer that? Or you asking me?
Both of y'all. I want to know is
I don't think anything's off limits.
So-
I really don't. Like,
What you mean?
Like as far as like,
Oh.
like, you know, Drake got upset because
And
Pusha
if-
mentioned the 40 was dying.
and if it's rap, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like what happens sometimes is people get in their feelings and they want to take it outside of rap. If it's really just rapping, we just really sitting here and we going bar for bar lyrically, like I expect you to say the foulest thing that you could say, whatever. But
Even if it's about family members or friends?
yeah, absolutely. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's where you get to the nerves.
Yeah.
But I feel like what happens sometimes is people want to take it outside. That people really, I can't believe he said this, and now I want to take it somewhere else. Like you, that's like saying when people have a fight, but you can't pull my hair, but don't scratch my face, but don't bite me.
Yeah.
Like nah, there's no rules. Like we at war right now, but if you gonna take it somewhere else, keep it on that level. I feel like sometimes people be trying to mix the two. And that's where it kind of gets a little bit crazy. Like if you want to say it's about rapping, we sitting here rapping, like you should be able to take whatever punch and like it's like that's like saying do comedians go too far sometimes? Comedians say the craziest shit.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
They say some crazy shit, but we know it's all in fun and in jokes, and that's part of their talent, being able to take some of the foulest things and make people laugh. And I feel like with hip hop, you know, people are able to take some of the foulest situations and put it in an ill metaphor and make it, you know what I mean, really touch a nerve. But if you want to take it somewhere else, don't even engage in the battle. Why are we sitting here rapping? Why are we playing for? If we really gonna take it somewhere else, let's go there. That's what we doing.
Yeah.
Don't
I
try
mean,
to
even if-
disguise your hate for me
Yeah.
as a rap battle.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Jay-Z put condoms on Nas' girl baby seat
Yeah.
on the song.
That type of shit I expect.
Let me finish though.
Go ahead.
You know what I mean? Tupac. You know that's why I fucked your bitch. You know what I mean?
No Vaseline.
Cameron, R. Kelly, your daughter, something like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's no rules, bro.
That you said there's no rules.
Let's keep it real.
There's no rules. There's no boundaries. That's what y'all
Nah,
saying.
bro.
No,
And
I
listen, if something happens that makes you feel a little sensitive, don't cry, bro.
Retaliate.
Man up, right? I'm not sitting here saying, hey, it's no rules. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, if something happens that makes you feel a little sensitive or your feelings feel a little hurt, deal with it.
That's what
Don't complain, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it. It's hip hop.
He's supposed to put a song like.
Supposed to put that pen down. Get inspired. Get
About my
inspired.
man dying. Now, if my man die, I'm gonna take it out on you, and I'm gonna come and I'm gonna do this and that. Like that's what I want to hear. Like I want to. I just feel
Right.
like sometimes.
When you said you was gonna punch him in the face, you should have put it in a verse, bro.
Nah, should have punched him in the face.
That's a fact.
All right, listen. Thank y'all for coming to the feature presentation, man. Y'all friends. So
Thanks for
I
having
appreciate
us,
it. I know
bro.
y'all didn't have to come,
course.
so I'm thanking y'all publicly. Thank you for coming through.
Thanks for having us, man.
Thank you
All
for
right.
having us.
So I'm gonna watch Meet the Mackies. I promise.
We'll hold you to that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna binge watch it. I'm gonna call you guys and give you my my opinion on how Remy put you in check. On the show.
Well, I'm gonna give you a preview, bro. Yes, she
Stop
did.
saying that.
Remy and Pat,
That's the
DJ
queen.
Sus won the feature presentation.